Hi, this is Ken. This spiritual video is called Our Fragile Planet. I want you to imagine that you are on the International Space Station as a visitor, and you are looking out the window at the Earth below. What is it that you see? You can't see the different life forms clearly. You can't see very much. You could see the outlines of the continents, perhaps, the water, amongst many other things, such as some fires, huge storms, and things like that. But you can't see much other differences besides that. You can't tell whether someone is white or they are black, or they are Hispanic. You can't tell if someone is Buddhist or Muslim or Christian. You can't tell if someone is male or female, if they are even human or a different genus. Because we are so far up, we can't tell anything. All we can see is how fragile our planet is below. We see a very thin atmosphere, for we are in the black of space, and this thin atmosphere is what is protecting all forms of life, everything on our planet. And if anything were to happen to this thin atmosphere, all life would vanish and our planet would become barren. That is what spirituality is. It is the understanding there is no difference between anyone. It matters not what our race, our religion, our sex. It matters not our genus. We are all living on a very fragile planet, and only together may we keep our planet from being destroyed. Only together may all forms of life thrive. It matters not whether we are wealthy or poor. It matters not whether we are rich or unknown, whether we are famous or unknown. It matters not our sex, our ethnicity, our genus. We are all being protected by a very fragile, thin atmosphere. And only together may we protect it. Yet we decide that it is not that important. Though the youth are raising up because they understand that for them, this is going to be an existential crisis. Humanity has ignored what is truly happening. We have green alternatives that we can use right now to end the great majority of the problems caused by climate change. We have wars that are destroying people and nuclear weapons that have the ability to wipe out every single form of life on our planet. Yet every life is equally valuable. It doesn't matter that there are differences, just like us looking down from the International Space Station at our fragile planet. We cannot tell any differences. There are no differences. Though we look, we appear, we think differently, we have different beliefs. In reality, every form of life, every person, regardless of our differences, has a symbiotic relationship with each other, and we are all dependent on each other to survive. That is what spirituality is. It is the recognition that every single form of life, every single person, regardless of wealth, fame, ethnicity, race, genus, or any other differences, is equally important, and only together may our fragile planet survive and thrive and leave our children a world in which they don't have to struggle like we do. Our fragile planet requires all of us coming together as one, seeing no differences between us since every person and every form of life has a spirit, a piece of God within it that is present in order to help each other, not to harm each other. Our fragile planet will only survive when we all understand our purpose in life is to share our spirit's inherent wisdom and unconditional love with all others, regardless of any differences whatsoever, so that we help our fragile planet survive rather than continue on the destructive, individualistic, self-centered path of the ego in which we care only about ourselves and not others. This is Ken with another spiritual video.